afternoon. I'm Nick D'Alessandro, your town supervisor. I'd like to give you an update on the COVID-19 issues. First, I'd like to thank our residents for being diligent about using face masks and social distancing while outside of your homes. I know this is difficult for some to grasp, but these precautions are working. I continue to pray and be grateful for all our healthcare workers and emergency responders, which includes our police department, our fire district and firematic volunteers, and of course, our EMS workers. These people truly are on the front lines, and they are the bravest and they are our heroes. We honestly could not do it without them. So please, whenever you see a police officer or fire volunteer or EMS worker, take some time and thank them. It costs nothing to be nice, and to show your appreciation means a lot. I have been working the past several weeks with many town supervisors in Dutchess County to come up with a comprehensive framework to reopen our municipalities and Dutchess County. We presented this to the County Executive Mark Molinaro and to the Dutchess County Mayors and Supervisors Association. I'm happy to say that the County Executive was pleased with our draft, and he has incorporated most of it in his Restarting Dutchess plan. It's refreshing to see that our county executive is a true leader during this difficult time. Unfortunately, we know politics is played in our nation and New York State at our expense. I'm happy to tell you I work well with our county executive, and he and I discuss all the important concerns of our communities, and that is without any of the politics. We've had meetings every day this week with the county executive to substantiate this reopening plan. Please keep in mind everything is predicated on the COVID numbers and what the governor decides. As of now, Dutchess County has 6 of the 7 essential standards which New York State will allow the opening plans. Our goal is to open our town safely. I believe if we continue to wear masks and to practice social distancing, that we can safely get back to work. Of course, there are guidelines we need to follow, but I'm here to tell you that the light at the end of the tunnel is brighter than it has ever been since March. Let's talk about some of the opening plans. As of now, we're preparing Phase 1 to open on May 18th. That will include construction, manufacturing and wholesale supply, and select retail using curbside pickup. We are preparing here at Town Hall to fully accommodate all construction companies to go full force. We have been operating every day and been processing the construction permits. We tell everyone that the permits will be available as soon as the governor allows us, which is tentatively May 18th. They will be ready for pickup, and then you can be ready to go out and work, because we do need to get back to work with the proper procedures in place, of course. Phase 2 would bring back professional services, retail, administrative support, real estate and leasing. Phase 3 would bring back our restaurants, food service, hotel and accommodations. And Phase 4, the final phase, arts, entertainment, recreation, and education. These are all based upon the current COVID numbers at that particular time. These phases will be evaluated every 2 weeks for opening. Granted, the COVID numbers have not spiked. The county executive has indicated that they have a Restarting Dutchess tab on their county website to give the reopening information and specific data. So please look on the Dutchess County website for that information. Let's not forget the many small businesses, how they are the engine that keeps our county moving forward, and they are instrumental pulling us through this difficult time. Please visit all restaurants, pizzerias, delis for takeout. And if some of our local shops do have websites, please buy from them. Now more than ever, we need our community to spend their money locally. We have been discussing with much consideration and planning to make sure almost everything before we put these plans in motion, or before we decide to postpone or cancel plans that have already been on the books. There has been much information, and there will be much more to come. And we will try to share all of it with you that Dutchess County puts on their website, because we want you to have as much current information as possible. I also want to share a message from myself and my fellow town board members for all those we have lost in our community. To the grandparents, parents, brothers, sisters, wives, husbands who have lost their lives to the coronavirus, we pray and honor you. To the family and friends who have been left behind, we're thinking about you and praying for your strength. We have lowered our flags throughout our town in honor of those who have lost their lives and for those who have lost loved ones. In the future, we will look back at this difficult time and we will remember the strength of our community, coming together to support and aid one another. Now I have to mention, as I always do, the unbelievable outpouring of support that our community has been showing. Every day I am in awe at the stories I hear about our police officers or fire department or EMS workers, that they go the extra yard, or so many of our town employees doing whatever they can for some of the residents who are homebound and elderly. I thank you so much. And of course, all the residents who are more than neighborly in reaching out to my office, seeing what they can do to help, and trying to help and do for one another. I say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please keep it up. This is how we will win and get through this tough time. I'd like to make a special wish to all our moms and say Happy Mother's Day. It's especially tough not to see your mom during these tough times, but we celebrate them all. The true meaning of being a mom is about love. So let's celebrate one another, get through this tough time, love one another, and we will get through this together. Thank you very much.